Um, Today we were watching Jordan play Chaska in a match for the top of the Southwest Division. Jordan is currently 4-0, and they are looking to extend their lead on the first seed and stay in running for an undefeated season. We're going to see a quick fight come out of Galaxy and Poseidon here. They're going to quickly take down one of the Chaska players, and it looks like they're going straight for the Chaska base. Poseidon is going to go down. Galaxy will come out with one surely here. Samson actually gets stuck in the cobwebs, but he still manages to come out with the kill on the Galaxy. So overall, kills in favor of Jordan, but Chaska will have momentary control of mid as there is no follow-up from a third player from either of the Jordan players. Aggression coming back out from Jordan immediately as they seek to maintain this pressure on mid to contest this middle of the map, which is so crucial in these matches. Poseidon actually goes to track down a lurking Chaska player. He's going to try to take the fight with Calamity here. It's a 2v1. Lowell misses his shots. It's now 3 versus Calamity at mid. Calamity just causing such a distraction. He's going to make it onto the Jordan side of mid where he'll be cut off by a fourth Jordan player. All 4 Jordan players at mid. Emeralds will get voided by the Calamity of Chaska, but it's a bad push coming out from the Jordan players. I don't see a TNT on either Poseidon or Lowell, so we're going to be interesting to see how they manage to punch through this defense, but they are going to manage to find Samson here, so momentary control to this top of the base. Leg spike. Poseidon will go down, but so will Result. But now, 2 Jordan players stuck in the cobweb. And this push looks like it's going to stall out unless Galaxy can come out with a kill here, which he can. Galaxy will stay on top of the Chaska base. And now Galaxy just seeks to maintain this element of pressure on the Chaska players. You know, they can't really leave their base as long as he's on top, but he decides to retreat back to mid and play a safer angle where he can hopefully receive some support from his teammates coming here shortly. Emeralds have cycled in the time that Jordan's been away from mid, but Galaxy for the moment is still the only Jordan player at mid. He actually ends up getting taken down by 2 Chaska players pushing into the middle of the map. Poseidon in a 1v2 right now. He's got the battle axe. He can maybe turn this around. But instead, he's going to be taken out cleanly by Calamity. It looks like Lowell is chasing Calamity into the center of the map. Gets blocked off, but Samson is here to cover Calamity's back. Lowell actually wins the 1v1, but Calamity will escape it back to the Chaska base with the emeralds. We think he's hiding. Lowell has an inkling. Calamity springs his trap, takes down Lowell, and ends up coming out with all 3 emeralds and the life of Lowell Snort. But Galaxy Gaming is now in hot pursuit. Calamity is still trying to get back to that base with those emeralds that we talking about. Galaxy and Poseidon both have battle axes, both have steel leggings. Looking for a push. Samson just taken out immediately. Looks like he was spam clicking there. So not the greatest PvP showing out of him, but in a 2v1 there's not much you can really do otherwise. Now Galaxy and Poseidon just sitting the side of mid with Dino God. Again, just trying to keep this space on the map. Maybe gear up for a push here, but I still see no TNT on any of the Jordan players. So it doesn't look like they're going to be going for a bed push anytime soon, but rather to just hold down mid and to keep cycling these emeralds as they spawn up in about 5 seconds. Calamity trying to buy time will get taken down. He has wing boots now, and so that will come into importance as they continue to take these fights as the map progresses. Those wing boots, they give you that extra element of being able to escape out of a fight or be able to close a height advantage by leaping up into the air. Jordan should be able to get wing boots of their own if one of the Jordan players gets back to their base with emeralds, which it looks like they have. So now we have a momentary stalemate on the map. Chaska is still just getting their emeralds or their diamonds from both sides of their side of the map. Now we've got a push here coming out of Galaxy and Poseidon. They'll take down Samson with really no damage incurred. But that bow, it is doing some chip damage as Galaxy is knocked down to nearly half health. And instead, Jordan, they see that bow. They don't want to try to cross the bridge with that bow standing guard, so they will decide to back up. Again, just sitting here. But here comes Calamity in full steel, and so is Result. So this is an immediate armor advantage for the side of Chaska. And just look at all the damage. Poseidon comes out with one. Could come out with both. That's a big win from Poseidon. Armor disadvantage. Him and Galaxy both less armor than the two Chaska players, but good team fights and maybe a little luck with the cobwebs as well helps him to come out in that disadvantageous 2v2 scenario. And Poseidon continues to hold this middle of the map as emeralds continue to cycle, but Jordan doesn't appear to be immediately jumping on them. So we take a look back at the Jordan side of the map. Galaxy has gotten himself full steel. Full Snort has gotten himself wing boots, it looks like. Meanwhile, Poseidon, he's being pushed by Calamity. He'll retreat back to the safety of his team where Galaxy can provide support. Calamity sees the full steel player, decides to run back toward his side of the map. It's a 3v2. Poseidon does go down, but Jordan comes out with two players alive, and both players from Chaska, Samson, and Calamity end up going down. All four Chaska players momentarily at their base. And again, Jordan, they're really not looking to make any pushes to the base at the moment. Instead, just milking these resources for all they're worth. See one Chaska player go to the Diamond Island. You can see everybody on the map full health. There's no fighting going on at the moment. But here we have another three-man setup from Jordan on this side of the map. Of Dino God retreating to the Jordan base. And here it is. It looks like it might be a push coming out of the Jordan side. Again, no TNT. Samson is actually going to go up to meet these Jordan players. Galaxy jumps over Samson, as does Poseidon. And they get to the top of the base. Poseidon is in, and that's the bed broken immediately by the Jordan players. Two Chaska players go down. That's Samson and Willow Tree, both dead. Poseidon looking to stall for time as much as he can on the top of this base. He will end up going down. No, he actually stays alive. So now this is just really annoying for Chaska to have to deal with Poseidon here. He's just going to be a nuisance as these remaining two players of Chaska, Result and Calamity, look to try to salvage this 2v4 with bed broken. Dino God of Jordan also creeping in to lend Poseidon a helping hand. Maybe they try to pick one here. You can see Poseidon, he's looking to try to get into the action, but he decides to back up. But Dino God just goes without him. Legs back here. Both Jordan players end up going down, so it's a momentary sigh of relief for the Chaska players, but relentless pressure coming out of Jordan as Galaxy is also here. Uses the fireball, misses his wing boot. He was trying to get up onto this red patch of the bridge. Now Galaxy, he's just in a 2v1. If he can get one here, that would be huge for Jordan, but instead, both players still almost at full health, and that's just nothing going from that push out of Jordan. It looks like the Chaska players have heal pool, so when they're at their base, they will receive regeneration of their hearts, and so making pushes directly into that base is just going to be really hard for Jordan to do with that health regeneration. But instead, Chaska, they're going to try to force force a play here. You can see both players have full steal. Result missing the boots that Calamity has. But it could be a worse situation. And they're going to take the fight. Poseidon looks to get out of this 2v1. But here it is. Here's the flood. It's an ambush out of Jordan. Calamity half health. Result full health. And Result actually, they block up the bridge. And as Galaxy is trying to get up, he gets whittled down to one shot. Galaxy 1 health here. I don't know if Result knows that, but he's splitting from his teammate. Whereas Calamity is running all over the Jordan side of the ring, looking to try to turn this fight against Poseidon. Result actually gets 2 in the kill feed, and Calamity. He'll end up getting Poseidon here, surely, yes. That's 3 dead for the side of Jordan, with Dino God the last up, looking to push Calamity out of this ring area of the map. But that is a huge, huge team fight for Calamity to take. Chaska players returning to their base. I don't know if they know that Dino God has actually snuck onto their side of the ring. Meanwhile, Calamity's being chased by Galaxy at mid. Calamity's pinched here. He just jumps over. And now he's certainly coming to his teammate. There's two players from Jordan looking to push the base, but again, with that whirlpool, it's going to be hard for the Jordan players to do enough damage in enough time to get these players out of here. And there it is, Galaxy going in, but there's not even any health lost from these blue players. Result still almost at full health. Calamity still at full health. They're just critting these Jordan players out. Calamity gets whittled down to half, but Result still at full. So as long as Calamity stays alive here, that is a push successfully defended by the Chaska players once again. Jordan, they're going to have to switch something up. They might have to... If I were Jordan here, I would use the last stand totems, which double your damage output for 15 seconds, but then you die at the end of 15 seconds. If they could all get last stands and just double their damage output for one of these bed fights, or these base fights, then they have a chance at punching through the heal pool of Chaska Chanhassen, but instead, it's just 2 unsuccessful pushes from Jordan, as that heal pool demonstrates its worth to these 2 Chaska players. Galaxy Gaming actually dies. I don't know where. You can see, looks like a mana potion coming out of Poseidon. They may be using a mending staffs here. And now we've got all 4 Jordan players just pushing middle. Chaska Chanhassen fleeing back to their base. They'll be able to get back in time, but that Jordan horde, it's coming. And now Jordan encroaching on the Chaska base. They're looking to catch them while they're still in the buy menu. Calamity sees it, calls to his teammate, but that's all 4 Jordan players going in. Damage onto 1, Calamity goes down, and Result goes down. And that is your game number 1 going in favor of the Jordan Bed Wars team. You can see Calamity, Result put up good numbers in terms of kills, 11 and 8 respectively, but it's just that bed break that proves too devastating for Chaska to rebound from. So no, that'll be game number 1 going in favor of your Jordan Bed Wars team. There's my game audio. Looks like the second match is going to be underway just momentarily here, as Chaska has to decide whether or not they want to play jungle or aqueducts. Some things to take away from that match was Jordan. They did a good job of maintaining that middle pressure with those 2 or 3 players. A couple of the team fights against the likes of Calamity, against the likes of Result. A couple of the team fights did end up going in the way of Chaska, but just overall, it was just not much. I saw zero offense come out of the Chaska side. So now Nap 2 will be jungle. Now we're gonna wait for the pregame to finish up, and then we can get in on the spectating side. Gonna wait for the pre. And the game has started. We're going to start off with the side of Jordan, coming off that successful map 1, looking to make this a quick and easy 2-0 in their quest to continue their undefeated season here in the 25-26 MNVL Bed Wars season. Galaxy immediately coming out of base to build to the right side diamonds. This is a fairly standard opening strategy from the side of Jordan. A lot of teams, instead of going directly from their base to the middle of the map, they'll build to their diamonds and then from diamonds to middle, which allows them to have access to these diamonds earlier on in the game, which can be so critical, as the diamonds are what allow you to get that steel armor that just provides so much damage resistance. Poseidon and Galaxy, they're gonna go straight through the diamond island and go straight to middle. Galaxy will end up falling, so that's a bit of a unfortunate circumstance there for the side of Jordan, as Poseidon will be alone at middle momentarily. But you can see Chaska, they've just started building from their diamonds to middle, following the same opening strategy. Chaska's actually built from their base to both of their diamonds, but they've just got one diamond branching off to mid here. Poseidon will end up finding one, as they're looking to take this fight. Poseidon comes out with the victory, so that's 2 kills in favor of Poseidon, so that is middle pressure again for Jordan, as Poseidon looks to pick up these emeralds that have just cycled. From the side of Chaska, Willow Tree building to the right side diamonds of Chaska. And now we've got Calamity looking to try to get out of his diamonds and try to fight mid, but Galaxy's here just blocking any hopes from Chaska of being able to get to mid for free. Galaxy ends up dropping down to take the fight. They'll just scare off Calamity. So right now it's just the middle of the map's all Jordan's. Got 2 Chaska players here as they try to break out of this. Galaxy actually takes the fight with Samson, knocks him down to half, looks to deal with the other Chaska player, who gets a hit in for free. Galaxy brought down to 7 health, and there's now 3 Chaska players below him. If he can come out with 1 or 2, that would be huge. He will end up going down, but all of these Chaska players are weakened, so if Poseidon, Low Snort, can come up with some of these frags, that would be huge. But Low Snort opts not to go for the weakened players, and instead backs up and tries to collect these emeralds. But Chaska have finally managed to make it to mid. Low Snort still collecting. Samson Knight actually hiding, hoping to catch Lolsnar off guard, but Lol should see him now. Bit of a lag here. Samson does get that kill cleanly, so that's emeralds in the hands of Samson Knight. Or his Calamity has actually gone down to Poseidon, elsewhere on the map. I still have two Chaska players at middle. Poseidon pushing Samson, who, remember, still has those emeralds. But he's brought so low, he will end up going down to Poseidon, so emeralds back in the hand of Poseidon, I would imagine. But that other Chaska player looks to return to his base with galaxies there as well. Jordan's just swarmed all over the middle of the map. Result, brought to one shot, will end up going down. Now with mid firmly, again, still in the control of Jordan. See Samson Knight on his own, with no backup from the rest of his teammates, trying to push middle, trying to get something going here from the side of Chaska Chanhassen. But he will end up going down to 3 Jordan players. And now here's a push coming out from the side of Jordan. Gonna have 3 Jordan players with steel helmets and steel leggings on the Chaska left side diamonds. That is a beefy defense they're gonna have to punch through if they want to make this a bed push. They're just content to sit here. Just starve this Chaska side out of the middle of the map. With no emeralds, really. I mean, it's just hard for Chaska to be able to get anything offensive going here, really. Unless they decide to build to mid from their other diamonds. Which may be what Calamity is trying to go for here. And yep, he is. They're going to try to break out of the stranglehold on the right side diamonds by building on the other side of the map. But Poseidon is there. You can see Calamity makes the jump. Poseidon's going to jump on him. But Calamity wins the fight. That's huge out of Calamity. So now Jordan still have 3 players on that diamond of Chaska, but Calamity has managed to make it through mid to break through hole in the Jordan defenses. That's a pivotal fight won by Calamity onto Poseidon. Now Galaxy, he's going to descend, leaving the Chaska Chanhassen diamonds, but instead he's going to opt for this fight with Calamity. Galaxy is down in armor, he lacks the chestplate of Calamity, but he will end up going down to Calamity. He was about even in health until just that fall taken by Galaxy Gaming. So these kills that are coming out of Calamity here, they are massive in terms of Chaska just looking to break out of the stranglehold on the map. But again, it's still constant pressure from the side of Jordan. Jordan's just sitting at the Chaska Diamond still. Not picking them up, interestingly. If I were Jordan, I would just pick those up and throw them off the map every once in a while. But here's the push. 2 Chaska players looking to win this fight on the diamonds. They'll come out with 1 in the form of Lolsnar. Poseidon on his own momentarily, but Galaxy comes in to help. Dives in. Calamity ends up killing Galaxy, and he actually might stay alive. Calamity on 7 health, but with the help of his teammate Result, ends up knocking out Poseidon. And so this Jordan pressure on the Chaska Diamonds has once again been thwarted, and now Calamity coming up with some huge kills. Looks to turn this into some form of offense for the Chaska side, who've just been playing on the back foot this entire series, basically. on the side of Jordan. You can see 2 players at base. It's Poseidon. Poseidon at base. Galaxy looking to encroach upon mid. But he's got Chaska players to his right and to his left. He looks to take the 1v1 with Samson, who's on his own, separated from Calamity. If Samson can just stay alive here, he can get for help from his teammate. And his teammate is coming in to help. Galaxy brought down to 9 health. See Samson, he wants to get the kill. Galaxy will actually end up bypassing the 2 Chaska players, splitting them up. And he wins his 1v1. So that's big plays coming out of Galaxy to split the 2 Chaska players into 2 1v1s. Galaxy wins his 1v1, and now Calamity, with the support of Lolsnort, is in a man disadvantage here once again. Lolsnort actually ends up going down. But that's Poseidon. As like Lolsnort dies there, but doesn't even end up mattering because Poseidon is there immediately to continue supporting Galaxy Gaming. And again, that's that diamond toss that I was talking about earlier. Comes out. Calamity, still looking to be the playmaker for this Chaska Chanhassen side. Just gonna try to make it back to the middle of the map. But Poseidon lays in wait. Calamity won this 1v1 last time. Will he end up going for it this time? No, he opts to instead just completely bypass Poseidon. But Poseidon, with that win boots, will end up closing the gap. Calamity, he's now got 2 Jordan players chasing him, 3 on all directions. But oh, he gets the trade on the Lolsnort. The idea, if he had managed to get that kill and stayed on the bridge, that could have been a moment of panic there for the Jordan side, as he would have been closer to their base than the 2 Jordan players who were watching. But now, instead, Dino got him Poseidon. And here, actually, Galaxy's looking to take a fight with result here at the Chaska Diamonds. Goes down again. It's just stronger teamwork coming out of the Jordan side. There's just not much these Chaska Chanhassen players are able to do in the face of 3, 4 Jordan players. Galaxy ends up going down as he pushes in solo. Damage into Willow Tree. Poseidon's looking to stay alive at the top of the base. Calamity's chasing him. And Calamity wins the fight, surely. Oh, Calamity actually goes down. Poseidon on 1 heart. But his other teammate falls, so now it's Poseidon just left on his own at the top of the Chaska Chanhassen base. You can see Samson Knight trying to flush him out of the top of the base. Poseidon, he sees there's 2 players on him. He's got to just try to get one here, but he managed to get around momentarily, but he'll end up falling. And that's surely it for Poseidon, as he ended up going down. But again, Jordan, they're back at the Chaska Diamonds, just no room to breathe. Galaxy goes for the aggressive challenge onto Calamity with the moon boots on the bridge. Doesn't end up working out immediately, but with the help of the Lolsnort, the pair will take down Calamity and just continue to milk this side of the map for all it's worth. Galaxy goes for another wing boot challenge and wins it this time around. You can see it's not an angle that you'd typically expect a player like Galaxy to take, you know, just postured on the edge of the diamonds, but he'll take that wing boot, catapult himself toward the enemy player, and just try to knock them off of me. And he does it again. Does it 8 hit points to result. He's just taking that free damage. But now Calamity sees to turn his plays against him, but it's not going to end up working out, as Lolsnort will end up going down. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Galaxy looks to stay alive here at 4 health, but results chasing him. And Galaxy will end up going down, but Poseidon's there to trade his fallen teammate. Poseidon will end up taking result. And so, again, even after all of those kills that end up going in the favor of the Chaska Chanhassen side, it's Jordan again that maintains control of this diamond island. See Samson Knight trying to encroach onto Poseidon here. Meanwhile, Chaska Janison player has actually managed to make it all the way to Jordan's side of the middle of the map, and he'll actually just crouch, try to hide, see if he can go undetected by the Jordan players. We've got 2 players of Jordan looking at Samson Knight on this diamond island. Gonna do a quick progress check on Calamity. He's still here. With Galaxy Gaming, he might have an inkling of what is going on here. And now Calamity shows himself. He's got to take this 1v1. Jordan, Galaxy Gaming of Jordan manages to get the first hit in, but Calamity, he's made it past, and he's made it onto the diamond island. And now he's made it all the way to Jordan's base. Blow Snort here, looking to cut him off. Yeah. Back at middle here. Next game is going to take the 1v1 with result, without even health. But now results, he's brought down to 2 points of health. He's going to have to back up. He's got no immediate help from any of his teammates here. And he might just die isolated. As Galaxy Gaming jumps on him with the wing boots. Bit of a lag spike here. But Galaxy still comes out with a kill. Now Chaska Chanhassen, they've got 2 players still at their base. Make that 3 with the Willow Tree. Regrouping with the rest of the team. It's Calamity again. Trying to be the hero. But he's pushing into 3 Jordan players. This is surely not going to end well for the Chaska Chanhassen player. And it's 3 Jordan players jump on him. He's not even going to be able to come out with 1 kill. All players still at or above 15 health. So Calamity just gives his life away for basically nothing. No damage, no kills, just more pressure for the side of the Jordan team. Galaxy jumps in, down to 4 health. Well, actually ended up going down. Dano got stuck in the cobwebs. No TNT still from the side of Jordan. If they had a TNT here, they could punch through that bed defense very quickly. But instead, all of the players end up going down. No real setup in terms of a bed break, just looking to... I don't even know what Jordan's plan is with some of these pushes. They're just pushing the base, but with no real plan in place for how they're actually going to get the bed. Goldstorm actually gets a kill with the fireball. I don't think Samson Knight saw that one coming. But it's Calamity. Making his way to the middle of the map once again. Again on his own. Again with no teammates here to support him. I don't know if this is desperation coming out from the Chaska Chanhassen player, but he actually ends up making it to the Jordan Diamond, so that's a really nice play. The wall run into the wing boot, onto the Jordan Diamond Island. And now, it looks like he's trying to make a push. I don't know if Jordan knows he's here. There's no one from Jordan at their base. This is a free bed for Calamity. Blocks in. There's no one here. He's done it. Calamity's done it. Completely gone undetected by the Jordan players. With all 4 of them just still looking at the Chaska Chanhassen side of the base. No one thought that Calamity could have slipped through. What a hero play from Calamity. That's MVP caliber plays. If you're Chaska Chanhassen and you end up winning this map, you're going to give the biggest of pats on the back to Calamity 121. Now Jordan has to make a decision here. Do they try to flush Calamity out of their backlines? Or do they try to just immediately go for a push here? Calamity's making it back, but the Jordan players, they all see him. But remember, all of Jordan with that bed break, they're now on last life. So Calamity, if his play here is to just maybe get 1 or 2 kills and put Jordan into a permanent 3v4 disadvantage, then that could work wonders for the side of Chaska Chanhassen. He's now got support here from Result. Now Jordan, it doesn't look like they really know where they want to go. Fireball's coming out from Result. Calamity coming here to link up with his teammate. Standoff here at the top of the map. You can see Calamity, Result, they're itching to take this fight here. And as Galaxy and the rest of Poseidon, or Jordan, push the 2 players. Let's see, how many kills can the Chaska Chanhassen players end up getting in this 2v4 disadvantage? Calamity ends up going down, but Result's still alive. Galaxy Gaming just left so low, 9 health. That was Chaska Chanhassen's probably easiest target in that 2v4 disadvantage, but instead, Jordan will keep 4 players up. They'll keep 4 players at this top middle of the map. They've still got TNT on Lol Snort, but with these bows just keeping the Jordan players trapped here, you think they can't really end up trying to cross these bridges, because those bows will just destroy them if they try to cross. Yeah, actually, it looks like he's got several loaded crossbows. But these volleys of arrows are still coming out of the Chaska Chanhassen base. And again, just a stalemate here. Right now, on the map, Jordan, they don't really want to go back to their base and give up this map presence, but they don't really have a ton of options in terms of trying to make a push here with those bows, keeping them from making any sort of posturing toward this bed of Chaska Chanhassen. Another Calamity again. He's managed to slip through completely undetected by the Jordan players. I didn't even end up noticing him from the spectator view. But that looks to be his strength as a player, just managing to find these just ridiculous routes to take that just catch the other team completely off guard. Of course, now he's been seen by Jordan, but if he had managed to slip through... Yeah, actually, he's looking for the fight. Is that all 4? No, that's 3 out of the 4 Jordan players looking to chase down Calamity, but he's out of there.
Hello.
Nimble on his feet. Hello. I'm in the middle of casting the Jordan Chaska game.
Do you like trombone?
To an extent. Why?
Do you want me to play a song for you?
Not in the middle of the cast, brother. I'm literally live right now.
Oh, okay.
No worries. Jordan, they're all 4.
Have a good time on your live.
What'd you say?
Good luck, man.
Thank you. Calamity, he's still middle. Jordan's still worried about him, as they should be. But again, if I'm Chaska here, and I have this bed, if I still have my bed here, I'm looking to get last stand totems, get that double damage, and just take out just 1, 2 of these Jordan players in a 4v4 just complete push, because Jordan, they're for sure not going to use last stand because they are on last life. So if that at the end of that 15 seconds that the last stand introduces, then they're just dead, completely out of the map. like Chaska has, and you have these lives to spare. And so if you're willing to try to make a push with these last stand totems, and just get some of these Jordan players for free due to that double damage, then that's what I would do in this situation. Calamity's still just making Jordan just nervous. Calamity's actually going to end up going back to his diamond item, but results there. So we've got three Chaska Chanhassen players going to this diamond island of Chaska Chanhassen. One player left alone at the base. There is going to be fireworks coming out of the crossbow from Chaska Chanhassen. Those fireworks, they explode on impact, and so they're looking to do, it looks like, AoE damage to the grouped up players of Jordan. That's a decent strategy, but I don't know if they have the sheer numbers in terms of fireworks to make significant chinks into their armor. Jaxie actually ends up to come out the kill there. Result brought down to half. That was fast. Work of that crossbow. Result brings out the fireworks again. Does end up doing about a quarter of Galaxy's health, brings him down from 20 to 15, but it's not going to end up being substantial as Galaxy will simply generate this health sitting on top of mid, and there's no follow-up from anyone else on Chaska Chanhassen to capitalize on that chip damage. And so bed destruction's in 37 seconds on the right side of the screen, so Chaska Chanhassen there might have actually ended up like fumbling this away, because with bed destruction in 30 seconds, it's not going to matter if they still have the bed, because that bed's going to be gone in 20 seconds here. And that's probably actually just been Jordan's strategy the entire time, just wait for bed destruction. Again, Chaska Chanhassen, they had to be aggressive just a little bit earlier. Try to go for some of those picks. Again, like I'm just eternally recommending last stand totems. Putting in wonders here for the Chaska Chanhassen offensive, but instead, it's now sudden death. Or it's now all beds have been destroyed, so it's now a raw 4v4 on the map. No respawns for any of the players on the map. Galaxy, Low Snort, and Poseidon. I'm interested to see where Danagod's gotten off to. He's actually gone all the way back to the Jordan base, it looks like, to purchase items of some kind. Of course, we can't see what. But these Jordan players are just gonna stay top middle. They're just gonna stay here. Calamity, he has a poison totem. Shields coming out for the rest of the players of Chaska Chanhassen. But Jordan just sits atop the top middle. Fireballs coming out from Chaska Chanhassen. They're looking to... It's just fireball after fireball. Poseidon's actually down to half health. They have another fireball. That might be huge. They have another. Poseidon, he's gonna end up regenerating. But that's more fireballs. Jordan's scrambling as they try to just stop this barrage of utility coming out from the Chaska Chanhassen side. But no kills are able to be found by either of the two sides. Even as Galaxy just fires crossbows toward the Chaska Chanhassen base. All their players are still at full health. Calamity is looking to make another one of his hero plays. I would love to hear what the comms sound like here at the moment for the Jordan boys, but we don't have that capability at the moment, just because this is the first one of these streams that I've actually ended up following through with. So, let's see, still 7 minutes until game end. And a god has managed to link back up with his Jordan teammates. And it looks like he's distributing, oh, just golden apples, not golden apples, pearls. That's the last stand totem. That is a last stand totem. So Jordan is looking to make some kind of kamikaze push here. Even though all the players of Jordan, all the players in the lobby are on last life. Jordan, they're hoping that those last stands, that double damage, but with the guaranteed death at the end of the 15-second duration. They're looking to end this here and now with a kamikaze. And with those pearls, you know, Jordan, their game plan right now, I'd assume, is to just pearl into the base, pop those last stands, and just try to pop as many of those Chaska players as possible. But it'll be interesting to see when they end up deciding to pull the trigger. All players on the map, 20 health. Go snort. He's gotten up on top of this hill pillar. Is this the moment that Jordan decides? Nope, it's a fireball. Again, coming out of the side of Chaska Chanhassen. More fireballs. Galaxy will actually miss the deflection on the fireball. Land that one. 'Calamity. He might get caught up by these fireballs, but no, he retreats back to the safety of his base in time. If he'd been caught out just farther on this bridge, then that fireball actually could have been fatal for Calamity. But instead, no harm, no foul. .5 minutes have ticked by of this. Oh, and we see disconnection coming out of low snort. That is certainly unfortunate. Not quite sure what the protocol is for this. Low snort, he has spawned back into the map, but he is. You can see as it says by the eliminated. That's counted as his last life. Oh, that's just devastating for the Jordan side. A disconnection from Lolsnort forces their hand. They're now in a 3v4 situation, with Lolsnort unable to rejoin them on this offensive push. So you know the Jordan players, they've got to be wondering, have they let this opportunity slip away from them? This opportunity to turn what was initially such a disadvantageous situation, with that bed being broken by Calamity earlier in the match, with that all 4 Jordan players being on last life, whereas Chaska Chanhassen still had their bed up. Jordan being able to stall until both beds have been broken, but now, with Lolsnort's disconnection, it might all be for naught. All of that waiting at the top of mid, as Jordan did, all might be for naught if Chaska Chanhassen can avoid the fumble and manage to close this one out. That's Calamity. Calamity's gotten into the backline. I don't think Lolsnort. That's a bridge egg. Calamity. Applying so much pressure. Jordan, they've got to be panicking. They know they've got to deal with Calamity here. But that's the pearl. Those are the pearls coming out from the side of Jordan. One goes in, Poseidon, but he's on his own. No, Galaxy actually ends up comes up with one. It's a 3v1. Poseidon, stuck in the cobweb. Ends up coming with Calamity. It's a 2v1 on the map. Poseidon takes a 1v1 against Willow Tree. And it's down to a 1v1. 1v1 for the map. And Poseidon wins it. Poseidon wins it. That's a 2-0 victory in the favor of Jordan. Poseidon, it looked so sloppy. The game, it looked like, with the disconnection coming out of Lolsnort, it looked like that was surely it for the side of Jordan. But, last second, Jordan ends up coming out with the victory. Thanks. I want to see if I can get a interview with the Jordan players here. So again, that's a 2-0 victory from the side of Jordan. Chaska Jane they made it close. They made it nervy. As Calamity came out with his hero plays, especially on jungle map 2, looking to force Jordan into those uncomfortable situations, but instead, it is Jordan who ends up closing out the series 2-0. There's certainly things that Jordan can take away from this series. It was not the cleanest game by any means. But the players, it's just another W in the win column, and so they'll certainly be happy with this advancement to now 5-0 on the season.
Pickle.
Hello?
Pickle.
Hello?
So I just checked. Did you see the spectators?
I did not see the spectators, no.
They had their 5th in the game spectating the entire time.
Oh.
They had comms on us the whole time.
Oh. I checked tab a couple times. I didn't see Max Knight, I don't think. I saw Scenario, but that's just Fenworks production.
Sayonara is not Fenworks, I don't think.
No, he is. He's their Fenworks production. He was there for our match as well, yeah. So.
Oh, okay. Then.
But I want to just run through self. That was a super, I think, entertaining match from at least my side of things. It's just me running.
Bro, that last bit was rough.
Yeah, so I want to talk to you guys. Yeah, so obviously you guys were all 4 at middle when Calamity. It shows up on your screen. Red breaking Calamity. He just snuck through. He wing booted from middle to your guys' diamond, and none of you guys were at your base, and ended up getting your bed on map 2.
Yeah, I was like, how did he get there? Did he go to our left diamond?
Yeah, so he was crouch walking through middle, and he ended up just wing booting from diamond. He hit a wall run and then into a wing boot to your guys' diamond, and just completely undetected by you guys. So talk me through, like, what was going through you guys' head when you saw that bed destroyed come up, and you guys were all 4 on top mid.
Well, we figured might as well stay at mid. We're all there.
Yeah.
I mean, we were a little confused at first, but
right.
Yeah. I mean, as soon as we figured out what had happened, we just decided to stick together because if we split up, we could be very vulnerable.
We had almost everything as well, like.
Right.
Yeah.
And
gaps, blocks, and everything.
Yeah, for sure. And then what was your game? Was your game plan just gonna be to stall for bed destruction? Because that's ended up like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I didn't see, obviously...
They were all fully stacked at their base. They had resources and everything.
Yeah, they had bows. So if you guys tried to, like, walk to their base, they would have probably shut you down.
Yeah. That's why, at the end there, we went for we had Dino run back and...
Yeah, I saw he bought a last stand, which I was thinking, like, you guys
he bought 2 last stands, one for me, one for Terrari, and then, like, we just went in because Lowell disconnected. He just...
Right, I saw that.
His internet died.
Yeah.
So we're like, well, now we have to go in, otherwise we auto-lose. So we eventually... We saw that Calamity was, like, outside the basin, so we were like, might as well capitalize on this.
Yeah, rolled in, and then I think we killed 1. I got stuck in a cob.
I got 2 to about half, and then...
Yeah.
I got stuck in a cobweb, and I, like, wasn't able to get out of it, and so I think I wing booted farther into it, actually. So at that point, I was like, I'm not going to be able to survive this. I popped a last stand. I think I killed Calamity, or I killed somebody who was right in front of me, just hitting me. And then...
You killed...
I somehow got out of the cobweb, killed another one, and then one of them came back into their base. And right at that moment, I think Dino died. And I knew that I was going to run low on last stand, and so I went for it.
No, Dino died, like, right away. Dino died right away.
Yeah.
You just...
Oh,
I got 2 of them to half, and they didn't have gaps, so...
Yeah. And so I just went in on that last one, and I knew that I didn't have much time, but I had HP advantage and damage advantage, and took him.
Because that was a 1v2 at the end, right? Poseidon versus 2 other players.
Well, weren't there 3 of them?
There might have been. I don't remember exactly.
I think there were 3 of them, and
you got Calamity right at the beginning. You got Calamity right at the beginning because he was hitting you. He probably could barely hit you because of the cobweb.
Yeah. Yeah, because I just hit him with the axe, normally.
He barely got me. They were hard targeting me because I got in there first, so by the time I even, like, killed 1 guy, I was already below half.
Right.
Yeah. I was considering popping that last stand before Brilliant, but I thought there's 3 of them there, there's 2 of us, and we out PvP them.
Yeah, I did it
Yeah, so
as
I
we
didn't.
landed. That's how I was able to get that kill. Because otherwise, I was being like knocked around.
No.
Yeah. And I'm glad that I didn't. Otherwise, I mean, we would have lost.
Right.
So.
I think Chaska Janhassen, they definitely fumbled the bag to an extent, because you guys were top mid
Yeah.
for so long. If they had managed to just get... Because Calamity, if they just managed to get, like... I'm thinking they buy last stands, if they just try to pick, like, one or two of you guys, and then just, like, do that, like, multiple times, right? But instead, they just let you guys sit top
yeah.
mid. They didn't try to force you guys out of that situation. They let it get down to bed break, so it's
Yeah,
honestly
I mean,
a fumble
they
situation.
were
out of
basically
them.
just trying to. They were coming in one at a time, or like trying to pincer attack us.
Yeah.
Right.
It
I
didn't
mean,
work.
we also kind of just fumbled our way through both of those games. That
Yeah, we
Not our
fumbled
PK
so
play.
hard here.
Yeah. Because it was
we
the
were
same
very
situation on
uncoordinated
map
through all
1, I
that.
think, too. Because you guys had the man advantage, but you guys kept trying to push into their base, and they had heal pool. And so a couple times,
Yeah,
like, they were just able to
yeah.
make it out with basically no damage taken, but you guys ended up
Yeah.
closing that out, so it didn't end up mattering.
Yeah, right up until our bed was broken, we were not coordinated enough. And then as soon as that happened, I think we all just kind of
You guys locked in. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys are now 5-0 on the season. I assume Adina's
Yeah.
taken their match against whoever
Oh.
they're playing.
No, it's a
Let's
forfeit
see.
game. It's the other Jordan team.
Oh yeah, it's up against our other team. They already forfeit.
Okay. So it's right now in the Southwest Division. It's a two-way tie for first, it looks like.
Yep.
Yep.
Between you guys and Adina. And then obviously
And we
Bubblegum.
face them next round.
Next
game.
week.
Yeah.
It's us versus Dinah.
Yeah, next week you guys are facing Adina.
Yeah.
So that's got
Yeah,
big
pretty big
implications in terms of the
implications.
seeding, because whoever wins that obviously will take first place in the standings.
Yeah.
Do you guys have anything
mean-
you think you're gonna like work on between now and then in terms of coordination or anything, or do you guys just think you're just gonna see what happens?
Probably just coordination at this point because I think everything
Yeah.
else was pretty on point.
Right. But yeah, good stuff, you guys. Congrats on the win. I'm gonna go
Thank
eat
you.
my dinner. And my VOD will be up. I'll send you guys the link. I think I already sent one of you guys the link. But I'll
Yeah.
timestamp it later so you guys can take a look at the match in its full entirety.
Yep.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, take care. Good games, you guys.
Thanks.
GG.
GG. And so that is it for tonight's stream. That is again a Jordan victory, 2-0 over the side of Chaska Chanhassen. It ended up coming down to the wire, with Jordan's bed being broken fairly early on, in map 2 of the series, but Jordan, with the ice, ending up being able to close out the series and maintain staying in the run for the first seed in the Southwest Division. So, good games to all, and the stream will be ending momentarily. I don't think anyone tuned into this. I haven't been checking like stream chat or anything. But if you watched, thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys later.